Hello guys and welcome back. So till now what we have done is we have asked the user for the login of Facebook using these permissions, and then we got the access token and we have debugged it, and from that debugging we got the user ID which we have passed for getting the access token permissions along with our long token, and we have also got the Facebook page ID by passing that long access token. Now what we have to do is we need to get the Instagram page ID. So for Instagram page ID we need to write some code, and let's move on to documentation first and move on to page. So let's copy this code. What this will return is it will return our Instagram page ID which we will use to publish our page onto to publish one photo onto our Instagram page. So let's copy this code and create one function, and in that function we will paste it. And for Facebook page ID and for access token we will copy this access token, paste it here, and for Facebook page ID we have this. Let's remove it now and let's paste our Facebook page ID here and print the output. Now let's move on to our browser. So this is the access token, this is get Facebook page ID, and we have to refresh it now. So on refreshing we have got this our Instagram page ID. So let's copy it and paste it somewhere, and you can see 101087 and ending is 4055. This is our Facebook page ID. So we have stored our Instagram page ID now, and now what we have to do is we need to post one image using Instagram's media and media publish endpoints. So let's move on to our code again. Before writing the media publish code, let me show you one documentation for content publishing of Instagram. I will share this link as well. So it has a few limitations. If we are posting anything, then it has few limitations like 50 API published post within 24 hours, carousel count as a single post, and JPEG is only format. Extended JPEG such as MP or JPS are not supported. It supports PNG as well. And these are the permissions, and these are more things. So if we move on to down, so we have these two endpoints. If we go to media endpoint, so that endpoint also has few limitations. You need to read all these things and so on. So for media publish as well, we can see the limitations and we can see the permissions. Now let's move on to our code. Let's create one function, and this function first of all, before publishing, let's get the information of our page, Instagram page. So let's create one function, and in this function we will be fetching the user and that page. So for that, let's move on to documentation and move to IG user and copy this. This will return the page information of our Instagram. So let's paste the code and indent it. The user ID will be Instagram page ID, that is this, and access token will be this. And let's print out the output. And let's save it and move on on to our browser, get info, and let's refresh this page. So here you can see our Instagram page ID and our Instagram page name and username and how many followers counts and who follows us and how many media we have. You can see here it shows there was 0. So right now we don't have any media posted onto this page, so we will post one media and then we will check this count again. So now let's move on to our code again. Let's create one new function. This function will now post our one photo to Instagram, but before that it will return one ID container, and on that container we will post our image. So let's write one function. Now let's move on to here. For the media, create an image container. Yeah, so we will copy this thing and we will paste it on our code. Yes. So for the user ID, the same Instagram page ID. Access token is also the same. And here you can see we can pass the caption. So let's write the caption, that is posting from API. And for image we need to have a URL that is publicly open, and we don't need right now these things, so let's remove it. This much I think. Yes. So for the image URL you need to have an image that is publicly accessible, because Instagram uses the whole URL which we will be using. So I have one URL. Let me show you the image. Move on to our browser and paste this image. So this is the image which will get published when we hit our function. So let's move on to our code and paste this URL here, and this will create one container, and that container ID which will be stored in this. So let's print. First of all, let's print this for checking what we are getting. Okay, and that's it. Now let's move on to our browser and Instamedia. Let's refresh this page. You can see it is taking some time. Okay, so now it has returned few things, and we need this ID only. So let's move to our code, and we are already storing this in one variable. Now we will be posting this thing, and let's first of all take that ID, media container ID, let's say media container ID, and that is this. Now let's write some more code to publish that on our page. Public let's move to documentation again, and this time move to media publish and copy this code. It's it here. Now we will be passing the same things like our user ID and our token here and here, and the container ID which we have got. So this is our container ID. So we will be pasting it here, and let's print the output $publish post. Now let's move to our dashboard web, and we have to refresh this page. So it will take some time for the response, and now it has returned one key. Now if we move to our Instagram profile and refresh it, you can see we have one new post that is of the same image which I have already shown to you earlier. So that's it. uh, Through these things, through this coding, we are able to publish our image onto Instagram. So do remember what requirements I have told, that we need one Facebook account, and in that account we need one Facebook page, and that Facebook page will be linked to our Instagram business page or professional page. And you need to have one application that should be on to developers, and for that you have to configure these things as I have shown you. Now the only last thing which remains is we should use Graph API Explorer so that we can check whether we are doing anything wrong or not. So these are the few things which I will show you here. So if we pass on me/accounts, since it is saying error validation application has been deleted. So let's copy our own API token, access token, sorry, and paste it here, and okay, no need of it, and submit. So you can see it has returned the same things which we have done through coding. And after that, if we check the other like page ID and then fields, so page ID is this Instagram business page, slash fields, you can see the same response which we have got from here on our get insta page. And after that we need to pass these things, and for this we need on this. So now it has returned our Instagram page ID. On this Instagram page ID, yeah, that's it. So now we have it. And if you are doing something wrong, then it will surely give you error, and you will get to know that you are passing the wrong ID, whether it's of Instagram or your Facebook page ID. So that's it. Now let me again hit one URL, that is get info. So get info, if we hit it now, you can see it has changed the media count from 0 to 1 because now we have this image on our post. So thank you guys. If you like these videos, please follow me and hit the like button. Thank you. Bye bye.